Ladies and gentlemen, the task of welcoming you here this evening belongs to the CEO of the SVG Tourism Authority, Mr. Glen Beache. Please put your hands together and welcome as he comes to the lectern.
Good evening to everybody. Honorable Minister of Tourism, Honorable Carlos James, PS of the Ministry of Tourism, other ministers of government, Ambassador to CARICOM, His Excellency Alan Alexander, members of staff of the Ministry of Tourism, Tourism Authority, National Parks, Rivers and Beaches, members of the media, stakeholders within the tourism industry. And when I say stakeholders, that's very broad because it can go to immigration, hoteliers, tour operators, tour guides, awardees. Once again, good evening. It makes me so happy to welcome you here this evening because, as many of you know, it has been a challenging 2.5 to 3 years without this award ceremony. For one, as all of you would know, we've had COVID, we've had the eruption. It's been challenging. And within the scope of everything that has gone on internationally, I think the only industry to be affected more over the past 3 years than tourism has been health. And tourism is challenging enough without extracurricular activities, so to speak, within the industry. It is an industry that all of us love. It is an industry that has helped St. Vincent and the Grenadines to develop and continue to develop. It's our #1 foreign exchange earner. And it is an industry that, as I tell my staff, as much as so many people take it for granted, it is something where it's no different to law. And we know we have a lot of lawyers here this evening, engineers, doctors. It is an industry where you have to continuously educate yourself on what is taking place. We are in a new dimension here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines within the tourism industry. We have seen the cruise ships return. We have seen international flights such as Air Canada return to the shores of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. On March 3rd, we will see American Airlines begin service daily out of Miami. And that is a challenge because one of the things that I don't think people understand and people realize, we're so also happy about AIA, Argyle International Airport, being constructed. And we're all of us, were in a hurry, so to speak, to see these international airlines come in. And sometimes we're a bit impatient in terms of our expectations. And I told a gentleman the other day when he was asking me about JetBlue, and I'm sure I'll get that question here this evening also. I said, you know, when you look at AIA and when you look at St. Vincent and the Grenadines, understand that Argyle International Airport is up against every other international airport within the Caribbean, within the US, within Canada, within the UK. And everybody, every airport is vying for these flights. And over the months, American Airlines has changed which plane, the type of plane they've used to come into St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And everybody is vying for that airline to come in. I think the team of the Tourism Authority, the Ministry of Tourism, National Parks have done a tremendous job over the years. I usually say that within the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and within the statutory bodies, that I don't think that there is a more efficient statutory body in government than National Parks, Rivers and Beaches. I don't think we understand what an organization like that goes through and the expectations on their heads, so to speak. We are unique in terms of what we have to offer as a destination, as a product. We are diverse. And that makes us unique. You know, a lot of times when we do interviews, the basic question is, well, Mr. Beach, what makes St. Vincent and the Grenadines different? What makes you unique? And the Minister of Tourism from Jamaica always says when he's asked that question, you know what makes Jamaica unique? It's our people. They are friendly, they are loving. And it's a great answer. It's a great answer for the media. But every destination and every minister or CEO comes up with that answer. Our people. And I agree. Vincentians are lovely. We are a lovely people. But when you get that question, you have to carry it beyond that. Why would people want to visit St. Vincent and the Grenadines over other destinations around the world, and especially within the Caribbean? And the simple answer is my answer is the diversity of the destination. The black sand, the white sand beaches, 32 islands and keys. Pay for one, get 31 free. I don't think there is a destination within the Caribbean that comes close to us in terms of diversity. We have been late on the scene in terms of tourism compared to our competition, but I think that's a blessing to a certain extent. It allows us to look at the mistakes that our neighbors have made and make sure that we don't make those same mistakes. The slogan from the Ministry of Tourism, tourism is everybody's business, could not be more true. It's something for all of us to take pride in, to work towards a better St. Vincent and the Grenadines, not only for tourists, but for Vincentians on a whole. And I urge each and every one of us to try and make that happen. So congratulations to all the awardees here this evening. I want to thank all the sponsors who have graced us with their presence this evening and have sponsored one or two of the trophies here this evening. And please have a wonderful night and enjoy to the fullest. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CEO Beach.